Looking out for your money. As part of a class action settlement, Fifth Third banks agreed to end a practice that hit you with numerous overdraft fees on your debit card.
But other banks are still able to do it, and 24-hour News 8's Ann Schieber has been looking at ways that you can protect yourself. Ann?
Well, the practice involves overdraft protection. When you sign up for the service, banks can deduct your debits in a way that can cause you to incur numerous overdraft fees. Now, instead of deducting the debit when you make it, it will debit the largest one first. So you'll have more overdrafts, and with each one of those comes an individual fee, $20, $30, maybe even more. Now, under bank reform this year, the only thing banks are required to do is give you a chance to opt out of overdraft protection, but most people choose to get the protection to avoid the embarrassment at the cash register. You can use credit cards, but experts say you're pretty much stuck.
With credit cards, you're facing unreasonable fees, and so you have to be very vigilant as to what your bank is doing with respect to your credit card. But the same thing applies with respect to debit cards. Currently, there's no real protection for consumers with respect to debit cards.
Well, there are things you can do to help avoid the fees. The most obvious, keep enough money in your debit account. Some banks and credit unions are texting customers when they approach zero. You can tie your debit account to a savings account. Understand how your bank charges overdraft fees. Some places charge by the amount you overdraft, and you can put a line of credit on your debit account if you're pretty good about paying that off quickly. Now, it used to be that if you wrote a check, you could buy some lag time, but now retailers are swiping checks to get your real-time balance.